Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to another Avowed stream. Don't know how long we're gonna go for today, because who knows? I could lose power because there's a very big. There's a lot of wind going on right now outside my house. Very windy, it's cold. Wasn't like this yesterday, but here we are, here to play some Avowed, and we'll make some progress. Hopefully, maybe stream tomorrow, depending on what time I get home. But it's not looking like it's going to be happening tomorrow. So and it's all depending on what time I get home, and it's all depending on how I'm feeling when I get home. I've still got a lot to do when I get home as well. So it's all up in the air right now.
Someone lives in that cave. Be alert. Keep quiet.
Let's go. Running.
There's always the next.
What do you want?
I'm kind of demanding a parlay. I think it's time we talked.
Parlay? What do you mean, parlay?
Come to break the peace between you and the tower.
The tower? Radut, of course. So much for thinking we can protect ourselves out here in the wastes. Still, if you've got that, and our kid have lived to tell the tale, maybe you're a friend after all. Let's talk inside.
Let's save in case I make a mistake.
You're the one who's killed my friends, aren't you?
Word of advice? I don't think she'll take it well if you lie.
We're forced to stay, forced to starve, forced to die unless we fight for ourselves. And now... Answer me, envoy. It was you, wasn't it?
I did. I often use no excuse for my actions.
Right. Give me one reason I shouldn't kill you where you stand.
They attacked me.
You were attacked because you intruded on our lands.
Damn.
Bandits, huh?
Okay, that did not go well. I need something to boost my resolve. Perception. Just for this. And I'll chuck the perception back on after.
You're the one who's...
Word of it.
We're forced to answer me on...
I didn't offer no excuse for my actions.
Right. Give me one reason I shouldn't kill you where you stand.
We can argue about the dead, or we can find a way forward for the living. You choose.
God damn it. All right. I'll have my wardens stand down. We'll offer no more resistance to anyone. Before I say anything else, tell me, do you know Radut over at the tower?
I do. He's the reason I'm here.
Right. I'm guessing he'd like to parley then.
He does. Shall we?
Don't really have a choice. All right. Well, let's begin then. I'll be blunt. I don't know how my wardens and I can reconcile with Radut or with the Keep. We spilled blood when we tried to leave Envoy, and we've spilled more hoping to hurt them enough to change their minds. Never mind our reasons for marching on the gate. That's not something that's forgiven.
Radut wouldn't have sent me if there was no way out.
No. No, I suppose he wouldn't. Just... I don't see how this resolves well. They'll never let us leave. Even if they forgive us, the evils that drove my wardens to the gates won't go away. Don't see how we're not fucked.
What exactly were they?
There's no food. The land itself is hostile, making life in the tower unbearable. Maybe it'd be easier if we had trade, but the council refuses that. And even if they allowed it, our existence in the keep is against our nature as Bargrunen. We're meant to roam. Nandru's oath forbids that, though. We're only born to die here as we watch over the garden. No one escapes. Not anymore, anyway. There were expeditions out in the past. My father led one before I was born. Died on a hill I'll never see.
Tell me about your oath.
What is there to discuss? Nandru set the course of our lives hundreds of years ago. To watch over the garden forever.
This isn't right.
Never mind that our nature screams for us to roam. We're supposed to stay put and waste away for the sake of a garden we'll never know.
The offer of the perfect garden will determine the fate of these lands.
The fate of these lands, huh? Maybe there's more to it than we knew. You've walked the wastes. You know what we have to deal with between the beetles and Zaribs.
That's in your favor. The worse it gets, the better you can argue with the keep.
True. With the way that supplies are dwindling, it won't be long before they have to start making some big changes. We can take advantage of that.
About the food situation.
There is no food. We're fucking starving to death. The tusks don't give us much to eat now except for beetle, and I'm not convinced anyone can survive on that alone.
To lobby the keep to open up.
That's a point. They might not have a choice soon enough. There could be a chance for us then. All right, I'll take all of this to my wardens. I think it'll be enough to give them some hope. But do you really think Radut and the Keep will leave us alone?
I wouldn't be here if they weren't willing to work something out.
I know, but it's still hard for me to believe. We've not got any other choice, though, so... If that's the case, then I'll talk with my wardens. I'll make sure they accept the peace.
Not ideal, but better than prison.
We won't bother the tower or the keep, so long as they leave us alone. We'll find a way to survive. Before you go, take this. It'll open up the chest just to your right. I want you to have what's in there. I'll let you carry the news back to Radut. Thanks again, Envoy.
Berserker scale.
Hey, I might have something for you.
Welcome back to the tower, Envoy.
I'm at Amalia. We've come to an agreement.
I'm all ears, Envoy.
She'll keep the peace.
Thank the gods, and thank you, Envoy. I will honor the agreement. As long as they remain peaceful, we'll try to get along. Thank you, Envoy. You don't know what a relief this is. Even if it is all so strange, the thought of people leaving the keep. I have to wonder what is going to happen next. The world seems to be changing.
Making her stay doesn't sit right. But I guess it's better than bloodshed.
I'm going up here.
Nice work. Envoy, been thinking about Amalia a bit. You convinced her to stay in the Tusks. Not what I would have done, but at least it's resolved. Solace's traditions exist for a reason. It's just not always a good reason.
These traditions seem like they were invented by a crazy person.
They were. First Nandru, who decided a bunch of nomads needed to settle down. Then Serena, who decided they should never leave. Everything Solace does is based on blind obedience or fear of history repeating itself. That's no way to live.
I completely agree.
Right.
Completely.
Good talk. Envoy, what do you need? You too.
Many animancers believe that nature is there to be measured, controlled, subverted. Well, I've been contemplating that assumption. Quite a bit, in fact. You made peace with the Delimgan in Galawain's tusks. Could that be a sign of things to come?
You think animators can work with nature and not against it?
Possibly, if they were to find common ground. I've spent my life trying to dominate nature. To overcome the limitations of our existence for the good of everyone. Just like my mother. But what if animancers coexisted with the natural world? Supporting instead of exploiting.
Sounds promising.
With a little encouragement, it could be possible. There's plenty of work ahead of us, but I'd say we're off to a good start. Now, let's try and stay... Thanks for talking.
word Nemnock mean anything to you? Nemnock, the one who devours?
There were rumors.
Oh, great.
Skis in the dark, the mountains shift in unknowable shapes.
What's eating at you?
The sulfur scalds. We do not like to linger in this place. The rule of the wilds. What will they do to gain such victory? Beast of treachery smells you. It stalks you across the land. A sword for a settlement, the scorpion promises to protect. Rose today, thorn tomorrow. Friend or foe, the branches shake.
Spoils you a great deal, doesn't it?
Another time, a distant ache. A hidden strike, a bond bleeds in silence. Have your hands known this?
Been tempted, but I stood firm.
A bulwark unshaken. Why?
I'm nothing without my principles.
Oil in a lamp. It burns to sustain itself. The storm blows, others falter. What good is a vow if it can break?
Boy, can't plan for every contingency. What matters is that it mattered once. We have to trust each other. Not everyone's a potential enemy.
Trust. We have learned much. Dream of dandelions with two heads.
Apologies, guys. Just gonna head to the toilet. Yeah, looks alright. That's right. I gotta change. Put perception back on.
Well, that was fun.
Oh,
Let's go. Oh, no, you don't.
no, you don't. Nope.
Just like the good old days. Some kind of crystal on top of that hill. Might be best to leave it alone.
Something happened here. Drip by drip. The slow passage of time. The years have gnarled our branches. The hot winds bent our trunk. Who are we? We do not recognize what we have become.
You still provide shade in the sun and shelter from the rain.
The grass slumbers beneath us. We change, yet we are still of use. We remember our purpose. It soothes us.
What business have you here with me?
That woman over by the ogre looks Adiran. Probably here against her will. Suggest we be very careful here.
Well, what is it?
What's going on here?
You and I are talking. A rare luxury for one of my kind, I found.
Tell me why you're keeping a captive.
Because they attacked me. Because now, you and I must talk. If you care for her life, we must talk.
Why do you want to talk?
Because I need someone to listen. To simply listen before they lash out at me with fury and hate.
A creature wounded. It howls and beats its chest against its fate. And we understand.
Will you listen?
Alright, talk.
I am ill. I am dying. But I am not beyond hope. Not if I can get a cure for my molder lung in time.
Fine, I'll help you.
You will. I am glad that...
Just tell me what you need.
I apologize. My breath left me. Galeen said the caravan carried a book. One with a recipe that should cure my condition. Bring me the cure. When you do, I shall let Galeen go free.
Have no fear.
Thank you, traveler. The caravan is northeast of here. You may speak to Galeen too if she can be of any use. We will be here waiting.
Please, hurry. Just find what... It'd be somewhere among the carts. Yes, somewhere among the carts, if it's still there at all.
Nothing else up here. It's on the way.
I don't see any survivors.
Throughout this whole entire area. Where am I gonna find this moss? Any hints where they could be? No, stocks and moss walls and fire grows among the roots and trees of red leaves, which grow atop large rocks. Trees with red leaves. Those ones. Okay. And how to know the potent narcotic produces an intense surge of focus and euphoria.
It's one thing for admin to blast apart an old defenseless room.
As if moss has gotta be here somewhere. the southern shallow steppe area. It prefers high altitudes and grows near large red trees and southern. Okay. Yep, I am in the southern area, so prefers high altitude. There we go.
So you've come back. Have you brought what I require?
Gift cure. I found everything needed for the cure here.
Yes. I can work with all of this. Thank you, traveler. 1,000 times thank you. And you, dwarf, you may go. I free you of this place.
Thank you. I'm going back to the Warden Tower. Maybe I'll see you there.
I look forward to seeing you there.
Thank you, Sim. Be well now.
Thank you, Galeen. It is more, perhaps, than I deserve. I bid you leave me to my rest now, traveler. Allow me to gather my strength again in peace.
Vala could have learned a thing or two from this guy. Wasn't expecting to help an ogre today.
Let's see what I. Zerka ring +4 Constitution. Two intellect, 2 perception.
Over here. As I live and breathe, the faithless envoy. Ludwine finds your loyalty a touch diminished. If you're looking for the Inquisitor, she's hunting a lead to the garden through its twisted silver roots.
Does it like have anything to do with the tower behind you?
The tower calls, and it turns, and it calls, but for the roots we go, if not for the roots. The roots say your name, envoy. They say you told them to do it.
Hey, you okay there?
I feel I can't think straight. What is for the roots? Pulling me. You did this, didn't you? The roots try to choke the steel garrote, and we will strangle them in return. Cut them, bleed them.
That's gotta be the Dream Scourge. Be careful.
Stand down, soldier. You know who I am.
Blood, smoke, smoke, death. I'll stand down, I'll stand down. But my people won't.
All affected with the Dream Scourge. No, you don't.
Everybody all right?
Let's save just in case it's a point of no return. Because we don't want that to be a point of no return. What was I doing there?
Well, never did used to watching you do that.
That island. Let's look around. Maybe there's something in here.
We are close. Break the bars.
You sure do know how to show us the side, don't you?
Pressure's fallen. Perhaps this is best. I may have found another path to the garden, one better suited to conceal its secrets from troops.
So the bridge is gone, but there's another way into the garden? If there's another way, I'm not seeing it from here. And I've never seen a ship that would survive the acid sea.
Any ideas, Marius?
Nandru was the founder of Solace Keep. If anyone knows more about him or the Garden, it will be the Council of Solace. I can't make any promises, though. Like I said, they don't welcome outsiders, much less Adirans. Your godlike features will get you through the door, but that's all you'll get. Nandru had the same stuff on his face. Like the two of you were made by the same sculptor. You'd be surprised how far a resemblance to Nandru will take you in Solace. Play your cards right, and it might get you through the door. Worth a shot, anyway.
I hope it doesn't come to that.
Then let's head to Solace Keep. If we hurry, we can keep ahead of the Steel Garrote.
Follow the road northeast and look for a giant ancient walled keep. Can't miss it.
No matter the
Right. If we're going, let's go.
They come. This one's mine. Another win, but who's counting?
This would be a great spot, but there's so many of them. What are you doing here? The homestead up ahead is all run by Zarps. Used to be it was occupied by outcasts, but things happened. The region's getting more lethal. If you think the Salos steppe was hell, it's nothing next to the primordial depths up north. The Zarps used to be more peaceful, but the recent tremors tore up the...
One of the Dorks done with Homestead.
They started turning it into one of their villages. Even ripped up the crops planted. There are some Balgrunian living in the wastelands out here, all without the aid of the wardens. If someone got rid of these Arabs, They might be able to shelter here. It's up to you if you would like to help.
Here we go. Nice job. Tragic, but try to run up home. Come and get me. We got 'em all.
So little growth here, but the dreams scourge still takes root. Figures.
Pillar of her community and turf.
You dealt with the Zarabs. I didn't have any doubts about whether you could, but still, your actions will save some life. Here, take this.
Come one, come all.
Okay.
Greetings, lovely customer, and welcome to... Oh, it's you.
How do you fall out of Shatterscar and into a place like this?
Yes, it's been far too long since you reported me to the Tiranui and got me exiled. Now I live here, in this wasteland. Did you know that the Parkruden are not very friendly to newcomers?
Yes.
Oh, someone's been reading their travel guides.
Now I've got to make skates and fast, hopefully before nightfall. These beetles are annoying and everywhere. So, are you going to buy anything?
Give a little grit, you'll be back on your feet. No time.
Thanks, but your money would be a lot more...
Sure. What do you got? Cave coral. Yeah, sure. I'll buy that. I'll buy a lockpick. 13 lockpicks. There you go.
Fresh, totally legal wares, straight from Shatterscar.
That should help.
Envoy, I'm not ready to go to Solace. Maybe there's another way. Maybe we can fashion some kind of flying boat?
You knew where the garden was the whole time? Why didn't you say anything earlier?
Fui tu meio, Envoy. I don't know. There's just so much.
You're really afraid of something out there. Maybe it would help if you talk about it.
Right. Maybe it would. Thanks, Envoy. I feel this fear inside. Heart pounding, can't breathe. It's like I'm dying every time. I've been bit by core vipers, fallen into old spike pits, drank cure water from a Zarab shaman. And it never felt like this. It's as if the thought of being here, of returning home, is the deadliest thing I can imagine. And it's getting worse. I imagine so. So much pain in that weapon. So many deaths. Just touching it would probably reduce me to tears. It's more than just going home, I think. It's everything. The politics, the people, the way I left. I betrayed the traditions I was raised on, and I don't know why. I've seen that island off the coast all my life. And I grew up hearing tales about the garden. But it always felt like a legend. Like those old tales about the gods. No one has been there in centuries as far as I know.
So you didn't think the garden was real?
Do you blame me? A magical place Solace has been sworn to protect since it was founded. And no one can go there? Sounds to me like a good way to get a nosy kid to stop asking questions. There is something that's bothering me. Specifically, if you can spare a moment. Since we entered the Tusks, I've been getting these flashes of memory. Like there are answers in my head I can't get to. They seem to be about a village, somewhere north of Solace. Fear and sorrow, but also answers.
Say no more, we'll find that village.
Thanks, Envoy. It might be nothing, but it'll be nice having backup whenever I go to fight. Anyway. Not before I've done some reading.
Whereabouts is it located? Holy shit. Upgrade it. Legendary. Okay. make my way through that place just to see if I missed anything. Does not look like we missed anything. Okay. Ooh. This might be a tough fight, so we'll save.
You take lead.
Ooh, I can see why this was a tough fight. Yeah, I can definitely see why this was one of people saying this is probably one of the toughest fights in the game.
Bet that was part of something once.
Alright, we'll get to Solace Cape, and I think that's where we will call it a day or night. Because I am hungry.
Welcome to Serina's Mercy, outsider. There's nothing for you to see here.
Some adjustment.
No rattling the bars.
Oh, thank the gods. Finally.
Renato here was selling our grave goods to traveling merchants. Don't let him tell about maps and causes. He's a common thief.
What's this about grave goods?
I admit I took a few things from Pargruna memorials. And I admit the caravans paid me a good price for them. Expeditions have costs.
So you're lining your own pockets.
You can't line a pocket that's full of holes. Sansa has no idea what the living lands are like. He sits in his emporium and thinks it's the Deadfire. Well, it's not. Every day out here is a matter of life and death.
We do fine without grave robbing.
I just needed to survive.
You can't just barge in and tell us what to do with our prisoners.
I'll make sure he doesn't do it again.
What does that mean?
I don't know, but I'm not paid enough to argue with it. You're free to go.
About time. I owe you, whoever you are. Actually, wait, I can do better than that. Take my notes. Just do me a favor and don't tell Sansa where I've been. I'll come up with something. As soon as I've found a place to bathe. See, Sala's Keep, he said. It'll be an adventure, he said.
What's an ancient keep without a grimy torture chamber? Oh, gods. Makes me sick. Cosmine. Just let me handle this.
What? Marius? No. You must be a ghost. A curse.
That would be news to me.
You're alive. You. Asshole. You show your face now? Now?
You missed him, didn't you?
Several times, but I hit more than I missed.
We used to be friends. Or so I thought. But then this Jidule left. Unannounced. No note, no nothing. Didn't even say goodbye to Iancu. And now you cozy up here, after 3 years, with an adherent godlike, no less? No offense.
I'm taken. Some taken. Some taken.
What are you all doing at the ass end of the living lands anyway?
You know I wouldn't be here if it wasn't important. We need to speak to the council.
You know the rules. Outsiders cannot enter without express permission of the council.
Or with an honored warden.
Which you are not. I shouldn't even be talking to either of you. It's forbidden.
Stigger are reading Gully's task, so let's keep moving in danger.
Ha! If those bastards were here, we'd know. And if they came for us, we'd kill them. Simple as that.
Oh, then I guess we have nothing to worry about. Solace is saved, and we didn't even have to do anything.
Then you're wasting your time. We don't have any of that plague business in our keep.
Cosmine, you're doing that thing you always do when you're lying.
I didn't lie. There haven't been any dream trolls in Solace Keep.
Once again, I'm here waiting for your butt.
But there are rumors from the living archives. Sleepwalking, mad talking. Kostya told us it was the fumes from the volcano.
It's the dream skills.
I never trusted an outsider, much less an adherent. But I never thought Marius would either.
Come on, Cosmine. Have I ever lied to you when it really counted?
Gods damn it. I'm going to regret this, aren't I? I'll let you in, but be warned. Solace is not as it was, Marius.
I doubt it. Nothing really changes in Solace.
You'll see for yourself. The council isn't what it was. Keep a watchful eye. Lower it on down. Quickly now.
Solace is damned impressive. Just be aware, people of Solace are just as stubborn as its walls. Gods. Here we go. Deep breaths, Marius. We're right here.
If it's the new recruit playing games again, I'm going to... Your face. Every day, the same thing.
All right. You long enough. Wait, you're not from the hunting party. Where's the hunting party? They were supposed to be here an hour ago. Idiots. Better not have gotten themselves killed.
You have his markers. The council is going to lose its mind.
Mihala is going to... I know what Mihala is going to do.
But Kostya says that Solace Keep is nothing but a crypt. We'll die in here. I'm so tired of listening to you. Kostya this, Kostya that. Solace Keep protects us all. I don't want to hear another word.
What's going on? Kostya has a point. A lot of substances in the keep is no way to live.
With respect, Outlander, we didn't ask. What's wrong with talking to the Outlander, hmm? We need outside opinions. We need medicine. You're sick, Mother.
Parkrunen affairs are Parkrunen affairs. We don't speak.
Even if it costs you your life, Mother?
Wojciech has a lot to answer for. Poisoning our youth's minds with these ideas.
If more Pogren upheld their tradition, your people would be in a better place.
Once again, Outlander. No, I'm tired of this. I am...
I'd like to see you try. You're not brave enough for that.
Duty won't feed us, Mother. Duty won't keep us from dying.
How dare you talk to your mother?
Welcome back to Mordecai's Nails, an outsider. Nobody told me to expect outsiders. Welcome to...
So, is something on my face?
Something like that, yes. Apologies for staring. Do you have any questions about Sola's Keep?
Why are we so choked up by my appearance?
I've never seen anyone quite like you, is all. All I'll say is, take a good look at the big statue of Nandru, where this keep's found. A word of warning before you enter. You are the first outsiders to visit the keep, and... oh, it is an honor to have you.
Alright guys, I think that's where I'm going to leave things off for today. I want to make sure to let you know, just to chuck me a follow. Also, if you're new to the chat or stream, please let you know yourself known in the chat. Greatly appreciate it. I'd love to talk to you. But also check these VODs up on my YouTube channel where they will be uploaded to. But I want to thank you all for joining in, and also to anyone who's watching the VOD or you on YouTube, thank you for joining. But until next time guys, I'm Carl Attender, and I'll catch you later.